Hello? Golly. The batteries went out on the freaking mouse. I'm like, what's going on? Why can't I control? Like, where's the mouse at? Where's the mouse at? And I can't like.
That was the most. I am out of breath right now. That was the
Hello,
most
everybody.
stressful 3
How's it going?
minutes.
How's it going? Oh my gosh! Like, it was like one of those things. Like, again, I was like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, why isn't it working? And because we have like a couple monitors, so I'm
Right.
like, am I not finding the mouse? Like, what is going on?
You're
And
sitting over there and you're like, hey, because we have a mouse over here. Hey, can you like move this over to the other screen? And I was like, yeah. I don't know why this mouse isn't working. It was literally just working. That was. I'm like, I'm for real. Like I ran
Hello, everybody.
all over this house trying to find batteries just now. That was a.
Yeah, so I got to figure this out. So, just like what we were kind of talking about is, okay, so anonymous, total different streaming location this time, eh?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of getting at is like, you have the ability to dual stream stream to YouTube and to Instagram, and I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, get it working, and I don't think it did.
No, I don't think it did.
So, we may have another like surprise stream sometime just trying to get it going, right? Because I think it's an opportunity for us to just like have multiple streams up.
We're learning.
But you have us right now.
We're here.
We're in YouTube. We're in the big play button world. So, how is everybody doing? Hopefully, you're having a less stressful holiday season, because I feel like it's been pretty stressful over here.
It's been very stressful over here. But going back to what anonymous person said about totally different streaming location, we are sitting in the exact same spot as we always do whenever we stream.
There was a corner thing here, and this wall may look a little bit familiar, but this wall was actually behind me, and there was another one. There's just like a lot of moving things.
You can tell it's like just leaned up against the wall. It's not even. It's a whole thing. So we're working.
It's a very big Anzellin door.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there you could stack like 4 Anzellins high and get through that door. I mean, it's not like. That's what, like 3-4 feet tall. Yeah, there are no decorations. So all of the decorations, we talked about it briefly on our live before the live over on Instagram, but like the shelves, like I can reach over and touch the shelves. They're right next to me. Everything else is just kind of scattered. Like we're working on redoing the set for the new year, which is part of the reason why we took the month off, because we've been busy.
Yeah.
It's the holidays and we've been busy. So yeah, we've had this door covered up for the entirety of not covered. It's actually a very clever way.
Because you have to have access to it. So we had like a nice little.
That's why we had that corner panel there that was just like a black panel that never had any decoration on it, because it was actually like our access panel to get back there. But yeah, so it's work in progress. Yeah. So all of this will look different.
Hopefully,
I don't know if we'll live stream
again.
Will we live stream again before the new year? Maybe.
I don't. Again, I want to get this the multi-stream thing working. So
I know it's a bummer we couldn't get it done today.
We'll figure it out. But
Galen says that her dad's home from the hospital today, which is
good news. Good news.
It's great news for the holidays. It's a big shug door. Jason,
that's gonna be like the focal is the door behind us.
We should just like wait, are we keeping the door? Well, I know we're
it will be like you'll
see it.
You'll technically be able to see it.
We should just paint like a shadow of an Anzellin on there.
So, but yeah, so we've been tearing up this
panes on
it was. I mean, again,
there were like screws and nails on the table too.
There's some paint. We're gonna get some paint over here. Books. Like it's
an Ewok door. I think that's a very accurate. I think an Ewok.
Yeah, I would say more Ewok.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's been fun in the studio. And you had like just cleaned the studio too, right before,
yeah.
Like, this has been in the works for a while, but
Yeah, I think that the planning for it, like it was one of those things I had cleared it all out, planned it, and then when you start, you have to make a mess to get it back right. And I think that's the hard part.
Yeah.
So
Anonymous person says you totally need an old paint can in the room corner like Dano. Does he have a paint can in the corner? If so, that's hilarious because we've always had a paint can down here.
I commend the people that are able to do the videos for like making, like I think I could do it as just like here, pop it up and you can see what we're doing so far. Like even like on a live stream, like here I'm working, but I commend those that are able to like give a build log of it, because you end up making like something that probably would take you a couple hours turns into like twice as long, because you're like, all right, let me set up a camera, put up a light, you know, I got to narrate it or whatever, or just do like, you got to figure all those things out. So I was like, I thought about it, but I was just like, oh, like I want to get it. I want to make sure it gets done at least by the end of the year.
I think it will. We're working on it, but yeah, it's a squeeze bottle. Is it that? Is it your? We've got 2 drinks. We each have 2 drinks right now.
Got a soda and a water.
You got cream soda even.
Cream soda, yeah.
So we decided to be fancy the other night, and we tried to make butterbeer. So we've been trying to be good and healthy and like eat less carbs and all kinds of, we've got a cruise we're going on. So we're like, okay, let's get in shape, because when we did this, we started watching what we ate just like most people do at the beginning of the year. And then we were really good.
Remember we had our intentions.
We had our intentions that we set, and that was the episode.
See, that might be our last live, is like, what were our intentions and were we able to accomplish any of those intentions? I don't want to do that look back. But yeah, we should though. Danny, my shape is round.
But yeah, so we had the intentions, and in that it was just like we wanted to be healthier, and so we started counting our calories and just watching what we were eating, lower carb, and
I mean, I gotta look tight in my Speedo, so.
So now, but yeah, we started taking like athletic greens, which we've been doing that for almost an entire year now.
Yeah. And
we had been doing these like ginger, turmeric, citrus shots before that. But anyway, so we're like, let's get ahead of it this year. One, because we have the cruise in just like less than 3 months. And then also like Christmas time, man, it's just like.
Oh, it's so easy. There's turn around and there's like good food, like savory food everywhere.
So yeah, it is. We're just trying to get ahead of it. But that said, we did make butterbeer the other night. We have. You
gotta treat yourself.
Well, we did. We've had a few. We've had a few treat yourselves recently. So we made butterbeer, which wasn't that hard to make. Like you make butterscotch, but I made it too thick. I cooked it too long, and so now it's like a fudge. It's like a butterbeer fudge is what it is, but it's delicious. And then you take
seafood diet time.
You take the butterscotch and you whip it with whipped cream or with heavy cream, and you make like a butterscotch whipped cream to put on top. And then the actual cold butterbeer is what we made, was just cream soda mixed with the butterscotch. But I was afraid of putting in too much butterscotch and it being too sweet. And I didn't. Anyway, it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. Yeah, but all the components were good. Yeah. It just didn't go as well together. Yeah, so we did that. So now we've got extra cream sodas.
It's good to go.
And then we also recreated the, speaking of healthy food, the pepperoni spring rolls.
Ooh, those were good.
Magic Kingdom. So this is like one of our favorite snacks in all of Disney World. And for the longest time, so there's the spring roll cart in Magic Kingdom. It always had cheeseburger egg rolls. I think that was like the standard. And then it also had pepperoni egg rolls. But then when the 50th anniversary rolled around, they did this like special pastrami one, which like I'm not a fan of pastrami. I'm not a fan of mustard and pickles in the cheeseburger one. So like I was just holding out for the pepperoni ones to come back, and they finally came back a few months ago. But anyway, we've been on the hunt since we had them again to make them.
I don't know. I think the thing is we were trying to get that nice roll, that crispy roll, and every time we would try one, it wouldn't get us to that like point.
Yeah. So we did egg rolls, but those were too thick and they came out chewy.
Yeah.
And like the inside, so for a peanut butter egg roll, because I had a couple people DM me about it, it's literally just like
pizza egg roll.
What am I saying? Am I saying peanut butter? I've been saying that like.
I don't know if you said it earlier, but right now I was like, wait a minute, you just said peanut butter.
Pepperoni egg rolls. It's a pizza egg roll, but it's literally just like a slice of mozzarella cheese. You lay like 6 pepperonis on it, sprinkle some Italian seasoning, and like roll it up, and then roll that into the spring roll. But the trick is, and we finally figured it out, you have to buy the spring roll wrappers from an Asian food market. Like you cannot go to your regular grocery store and buy spring roll wrappers because one, they're clear. And those like bubbled up and they were really gummy and chewy.
Yeah.
You can fry them, but I think you're supposed to like refrigerate them, and we just didn't do that. But yeah, going and buying them from the Asian food market was like the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So good. God, they were so good. The video with our son was funny. Yeah, it was a good cheese pull on those. Yeah. Like they were beautiful. Like I am incredibly proud of those because we had tried so many
Whenever
times
you make something that's like, it just turns out perfect, it's very satisfying.
It was great. The cheeseburger ones came out pretty good too, but they didn't come out as pretty.
That's right. They tasted good.
Yeah, they were good.
I enjoyed it.
I made mine without mustard and pickles. That's the beauty of making it at home. I can make it the way I wanted it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been our cooking adventures lately. There's Dano okay. He is okay. He's just not on social media right now. So he's good. He is alive. I checked on him recently. The clear ones are Vietnamese spring rolls. Yes, they are, but you can fry them, apparently. And you can fry them if you refrigerate them. But I did not refrigerate them, so they just like bubbled up like ridiculously and were incredibly gummy and like stuck to your teeth. It wasn't good. It was a lot of work to eat those. It was not fun.
But so we talking about our food. The other big thing that we've been like working on is our giveaways.
Yeah, we've been really busy with those.
Yeah,
it's been fun. I love it.
I think the coolest part, and I want to like thank everyone that has participated, but also the contributors to this.
Yeah,
it's just these partners of, you know, we were able to reach out and say, hey, we had this idea of what we wanted to do, and they were all for it. They're like, yep, here we go.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So like our first one was Heroes and Villains. They gave a $75 gift card. So you can go buy whatever you want. You can buy for somebody else. You can give it to somebody. You could buy something to give to somebody.
And if you didn't win, go use PS20.
PS20 is our code to get 20% off. And the good thing about Heroes and Villains is like you get 20% off of whatever the price is on the website. So if they're running a sale that's like up to 50% off, you get an additional 20% off with our code, which is amazing. And their stuff is so good. Like they've got those PJ sets. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Oh, those are good. Those are really good. But yeah, so they provided us with a $75 gift card for the giveaway. And then we had WDW magazine, which was a cool one. Like I really love that tote.
Yeah.
But it's like a Spaceship Earth tote and the Cozy Christmas.
Well, and on that, like I don't know if we really talked about it, but they reached out and said, hey, they want to have this like bundle. They like to do these bundles.
Yeah.
And so you got to go and pick like, well, I want it to be around this price point because, Christmas time and, there's the white elephants or Secret Santas. Like it's a perfect, a reasonable price.
Yep.
And then, you got to pick the little tote, the Cozy Christmas.
Cozy Christmas, which was funny because they actually suggested the Cozy Christmas episode. And I was like, oh, you know us too well. But that was fun to work with them. And they have digital subscriptions too, but they're just like, they're fun magazines. They're beautiful magazines. And the calendars are really
I think
good
that's the thing is like digital's great for like convenience, but having that like high quality photos and stuff, like even for the calendars is just having those up because it's just like a nice print that you could just like look at when you're walking by or whatever.
Yeah. And the calendar's nice too, just because like I feel like a calendar is like an underrated gift. Because everybody needs a new calendar, like going into the new year.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, it's like socks, right? When you're older, you're kind of like, oh man, I could really use some socks right now.
I've been on the hunt for some good socks lately.
When, when you're at a certain age, you're kind of like, oh, that's weird. The lamest. That's the lamest present. But then you're like, it's kind of would be nice to not be looking at a, calendar on my phone. Like, let me just look at it.
Well, we have a calendar that's just become like art because it's from 2018.
But it has like
use it every year.
Pictures.
But it's like pictures of our family. Like after my dad passed away that year for Christmas, I made everybody in our family calendars that had pictures of him and like everybody's birthdays and everything. So it's like a useful calendar because we can see like, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday. It's just that the day of the week never lines up with what the actual one is.
I was going to show Danny.
Oh, you're taking all your stuff out?
Yeah, let me take. Can't get my credit card numbers and stuff.
But yeah, so that's become like just art. There you go. You want me to do it? You want me to pull it up? So this is
the Ahsoka one. It's the Ahsoka one. Ahsoka wallet. Little money clip. Careful.
Oh, that's the one he has.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good wallet.
Yeah.
I like their fannies, their fanny packs. But yeah, so I really like their calendars. But they're a great company to work with. So they sponsored the second giveaway. The third giveaway was Rock Love, which is actually a company that we haven't actually like worked with in the past. But
well, I think it's like one of those things that we've been just around each other.
Yeah.
But again, we reached out, and they supported the idea, so they said, hey, yeah, we'll send you out a necklace, which is like super dope.
Yeah, it was really cool. So, and the reason we know Heroes or Rock Love is, and same for Heroes and Villains, is Mosh Isley.
Yeah.
So they've come to a couple of Mosh Isleys, and so become friends with the owner. She and I message frequently about the Squid Games reality show that was on. I think I don't know if everybody else got obsessed with that, but like you and I got really into it much so that we dressed up to watch the finale. Yeah. We had like a little date night at home last week. It's sitting on our couch in like full suit and tie.
I mean, I felt like I looked pretty good in a suit and tie.
So here's what happened though is we had a couple of options for what we were going to do that night, and it was like,
you guys let me know that I look good in a suit and tie.
You look great in a suit and tie. You look phenomenal in a suit and tie. But I think I said, do you want to watch Squid Games on the couch, or do you want to get dressed and watch it in the bedroom or something? Or we were going to watch something else in the bedroom. You're like, well, let's get dressed and watch it out here. And I was like, cool. We go into the closet. I'm going to put my PJs on, and you pull out a suit, and I was like, oh, we're getting like dressed. You're like,
I was like, suit up.
You did, you suited up. But I don't have a suit. I have a black suit.
You have a power suit.
The only button-ups I have are Roosevelt's, and then I had like that one like really cheap white shirt, so we had to make it work. But it was that made me laugh. That was fun. And then we sat there and took pictures for like ever because
you were like, no, it doesn't.
Like
I don't look good. I don't look good. The
lighting is not right. It's not giving. Steven, would you get married in PJs?
It was the tearaway. Oh wait, no, it was just a regular suit. I meant like it's a tearaway to PJs, not.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so she and I ended up like we were like real time like messaging each other about Squid Games, like what's happening and everything. So that was fun. But yeah, they participated in our third giveaway, and then in our fourth giveaway, we sponsored that one.
Yeah.
Because, and I mean, I guess rightly so. We were so excited when the BD Droid dropped on Shop Disney like 6 months ago. somebody got a little overeager. It was like, we should buy 2.
Yeah.
And then that poor little droid sat here like on the floor next to us for that whole time.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know what? You love droids. Like, let's give the droid away.
Yeah.
Now that we're like revamping over here and things are going to be looking a little bit different. So we gave that one away. And then we're on our last one, which is Roosevelt's, which is the new flannel collection, which I'm like so excited for.
So if you haven't, go do all the things.
Do all the things. So it's only on Instagram. It is, you have to make sure that you're following us and Roosevelt's on Instagram. Leave a comment tagging somebody and complimenting them, because I'm seeing some comments and they're not compliments. So the whole point of this, one, is to like give back to you guys because you guys are wonderful supporters, but also to just like spread some positivity, because the theme of this live stream is that the holidays are stressful. Let's just be a little kinder to each other. And then sharing it to your stories. So it is, it's been fun. It's been fun to go through and it ends tonight. So the Roosevelt's one ends tonight. Some of those flannels are sold out, but if you win the giveaway, you're going to get one. So don't worry about that. But yeah, that'll be the last one. So that one was in the works for a while. And then that's it. That's all we've really got
planned for this year.
For the podcast, aside from like the behind the scenes stuff, which we're not going to worry y'all with.
Yeah. I had thought about doing like while we're working, but I didn't want to get to a point where I'm nailing something in and
it's like real loud.
Some disaster happens and you get the, oh fudge.
Like live streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a bad idea, I think.
Well, because I mean, it would be something where I'm like working on it and you could entertain.
Yeah, but also just like the sound of it too.
Yeah.
Like I think it would be fun to have like a working session, but there's too many variables with it.
So, and then too, I don't want to mess this stuff up.
That was so loud. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to mess up any of the equipment, so a lot of that stuff is gonna have to be like tucked away.
Yeah.
I don't want something like falling and crashing.
It's interesting. It does make me laugh though, like looking at what we look like right now, because like I'm on the white background and I'm almost always wearing black, and then you're on the dark background and you're wearing like a light color.
That was very unintentional.
It really was. You could paint and decorate on camera.
I think that might be like once it's done, once we're like setting it up.
We could do that.
Right? Because it's just like hanging stuff up.
I'm not great at decorating. I'll tell you that right now. Like I struggle. I used to think that I was good at it, and maybe I was good at it at some point, or maybe I was just like delusional and like, yeah, I can do this. And now I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to put a few things on the shelf and just call it good. One dark sider, one light sider. But who's the dark side one? Is it what we're wearing? Is it our background?
Oof.
There's duality here.
And so we're seeing this for the first time. So if you recall, there was symmetry to it.
So much symmetry.
And we had the brick wall on each side, and it was very symmetrical. And then we had the break in the middle. And then whenever we did the split screen, it almost looked like it was one, which was really cool. And I love that idea. Like, it was probably going to carry over. However, since we moved this stuff, we saw this for the first time, and we were like, man, that's kind of cool looking.
I think I said it like right before we went live. I was like, oh, I kind of like the black and white. You were like, don't you dare say that now that we've been planning this for months.
Changing the plans in the 11th hour.
It looks cool, though. I don't know.
Jeffrey, Princess and Scoundrel, the video version of Yin and Yang.
Oh my gosh, we are.
Kaylin, she would. We can't do it. We can't do that to her.
No, but maybe it would be better that it's not
so you don't have
symmetrical. So then we don't have to line things up. I look like tiny compared to you right now.
I'm in a different chair, too.
Oh, you are in a different chair. Where's your chair? On the floor?
Yeah.
That's another behind the scenes. Steven's chair is one that we had been using. It was like an old
folding chair.
Well, no, the old one broke.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like an old chair that we had, and it broke. No, that's what it was. Is the pneumatics on it broke, and so anytime you would sit on it, it would just go. And so you were sitting on like a folding chair with a pillow on it for a long time, like a very long time. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do in the studio. But yeah, so we've got that to do. We've
all that, and we still have Christmas. You know, and we're talking. You know, in Christmas time, there's like the family get-togethers.
Yes.
There's friend get-togethers. Trying to like get that. You know, and then the kids. You know, sometimes get sick. You know, the daycares and schools, they start passing along every little sickness that they can. So.
Yeah, we've got one not sick kid, but we're just kind of like, we're watching.
Like,
are you gonna get sick? I can't tell. Are you sick? Are you not sick? We're gonna keep you away from some germs for a while. So we've got that. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot during the holiday season. I know we probably talked about this on the last live because we didn't publish an episode last week. So, but yeah, it's just on top of the normal stuff. And then like year-end stuff. Like, it's not just Christmas. It's also like year-end things. So like my work right now is like bonkers because we've got all the stuff we're trying to wrap up before the end of the year and like prepare for the beginning of the year. Carrie's got the Christmas cold. It's not good. Protect yourselves. Get some zinc. Isn't that what we said? Oh, COVID for Christmas. I've heard of a lot of people getting COVID right now.
I wonder if that means you were on the naughty list.
That's what you get now. You don't get cold.
You don't get
Whoever wrote The Most Wonderful Time of the Year must have a selective memory and not remember the stress. Or, yeah. It is. It's unnecessarily stressful at this time. But, yeah, it is. See you, Chad. Have a good day. It's daytime for you, I think. Yeah. I think it's daytime.
Evening, afternoon.
Lunchtime. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. There's just a lot of extra stress. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But we're getting through it. We made some really good progress on some like back end stuff that we had to get done today, like paperwork, like year-end paperwork for our own stuff that we've got going on. So it's been nice. It's been nice to like, we finally feel like our feet are getting up under us again.
Just for it to like get pulled out from under us again. Right. So.
Hope nobody brings crud to Mosh Isley and MegaCon. Oh, it'll happen. When there's a con, where there's a con, there's a crud. And I catch it. I've caught it twice. Celebration, I got sick, and then San Diego, I got sick.
I
don't think
I feel like I've gotten sick, or just like crud, never like anything like serious. Yeah. Yes, AP.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's just like that. And then I was in the office this week, and every time I go to the office, everybody's just coughing. I'm like, why am I here? Why are we coughing? Why are you here if you're coughing? Like, I could just stay at home, my little incubator, my little bubble. But yeah. So we've been busy with a lot of things, but the giveaways have been like a fun distraction, and not necessarily. Like, that's a fun thing to do. And, like, it's just, I'm enjoying that one a lot. Like, I definitely want to bring it back next year and see what else we can do, because this has been.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It's been, a good time. The other thing, I don't think we talked about, did I wear this the last time we streamed?
I don't remember.
Maybe. You cropped my Mosh Isley hoodie for me.
Yeah.
So it's a half. I don't know if you can see it very well, but yeah. Nice little crop. Can you see it? It has there's no, what's it called? Like the front pocket.
Yeah.
You just like ripped all of that off. But I like it. I like it a lot. I wear it like all the time now. Jeffrey says, I've avoided the holiday cold season so far. I hope it lasts. Jeffrey, you do have a very major trip coming up in January. I was writing it out on my calendar. Not that I put all of y'all. Well, I kind of do put all y'all's trips on my calendar if you book through me. But I was right. I was like, oh my gosh, and like, that's a good trip. I'm enjoying it for you in advance. But what else we watched Squid Games. We got pretty obsessed with that.
Yep. We've been trying to do the Christmas movies. So
yeah,
whenever the kids sit down with us and we pop in Home Alone or.
Let's talk Christmas movies. I want to know, or holiday movies.
Okay, holiday movies.
What's your go-to? What's your comfort Christmas movie? Because the first time I saw Elf, I did not like it. I think I had Will Ferrell fatigue at the time because he had been in like every movie at that point. And so I didn't like it. And then when we rewatched it, like probably 10 years after the fact, I was like, oh my God, this is a really good movie. And then that quickly became my favorite movie. But now I think because it's our kids' favorite Christmas, it's like not even like a Christmas or holiday movie. It's like one of our kids' favorite movies, period. Like they will watch it year round, is Home Alone.
Yeah.
Like the first Home Alone. They will watch that one year round. Which
is crazy because I always favored Home Alone 2. Mm-hmm. I thought that was like the better one because they had the little talk boy. They were in New York. So
they'll watch it.
Yeah.
But the first Home Alone is like the one.
Danny, are you guys going to watch the live action? Yes. Yes.
Is it a movie or a show?
I think it's a show. It's a live action series.
Oh, it's a show?
Yeah.
What's it going to be on?
Netflix.
Oh, and it has, what's his name? The Carson Teva.
As the uncle. But I'm cautious. I'm very cautious of it because, like, if they do, make sure they do it right. But, yeah, I plan on watching it.
Yeah, we loved the animated
Jeffrey,
series.
Die Hard, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation. We have to watch Christmas Vacation. We haven't watched
that one yet.
This year.
I need to watch that. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know. Christmas Carol is the only Christmas Carol. So is that the Muppets Christmas Carol?
See, that's not one that we watch every year.
Yeah.
Every year we watch Home Alone, Home Alone 2.
Watch Elf.
Elf. We watch The Christmas Story on Christmas.
Christmas Story is our neighborhood go-to.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's it still plays all day, doesn't it?
I think so. I don't know. We don't have cable.
Yeah. So I think it's
the house we go to in the morning does. So. And then Christmas Vacation. We watch that one. But I think those are the only ones that we like.
Arthur Christmas is really good. Oh, and we need to watch that one. I don't think we've watched that one.
That one, I feel like Arthur
Christmas. Wait. Is it Arthur Christmas, like the aardvark?
No.
Okay.
It's like a live action.
Okay. That's what I was like, wait a minute.
No. With the fist.
Santa didn't bring me anything.
Wait, okay, who's in Arthur Christmas? I'm going to look this up because I feel like it's like a...
But you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Bruce Willis type.
All right, AP says my number one favorite holiday movie is Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. No.
That one's cute. Arthur Christmas.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's
animated and like Arthur is the son and that one's a cute one.
So yeah, we've
watched that one. Klaus was another good one.
Yeah, that one's
a good one. No, it's Klaus.
I think it's Klaus.
Like a few years ago. That one was really cute. Muppet Christmas
Home Alone 2, my favorite.
We need to.
My go-tos was claymation Christmas movies. Oh yeah, the old school ones.
I think we have watched Home Alone 1 and 2 probably like 5 times each in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like it's what they put on.
Oh, Gremlins. Board Game Cantina. Yep. I see the Gremlins on there. That might be a late night one. Die Hard.
Gremlins.
Huh?
We could watch Gremlins.
Love Actually.
I've only seen Love Actually once. Have you ever seen it?
A long time ago.
Like when it first came out, right?
Yeah.
Last Christmas. Is that the one with Emilia Clarke? I think.
Picture Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. But we started watching that one like
yeah,
Halloween time.
It is Christmas, but I feel like it's more like the Halloween.
It kind of fades out, like. But yeah, that one is a good one. Oh my God, my absolute favorite one, The Santa Claus.
Oh, the Santa Claus
with Tim Allen. That was I think I had a thing for Tim Allen growing up because I loved Toy Story. I would watch Toy Story every night to fall asleep, and then during the holiday season, I would switch to the Santa Claus. I had it on VHS, but then I also really loved Home Improvement. And I'm just now
that
realizing
was not because of JTT?
No, I didn't like JTT. Not for me. But I'm thinking now that I'm saying it out loud because I really did love the Santa Claus that much. I think maybe I had a thing for Tim Allen.
All right. Let me see. We got Santa Claus versus the Martians.
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas. We need to put that on the list. I think we think of that one more as like a Halloween, but maybe we bring it to a Christmas list.
I think the problem is because it bridges both, so you start watching it early.
Yeah. And so you kind of like let it
so
slide.
Then you put other stuff on.
The hero says The Muppet Christmas Carol, Elf, Die Hard, and an Apocalypse, Christmas Vacation, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
I don't know that one.
For Christmas.
Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. Okay, yeah. The overlay for the Haunted Mansion overlay of Nightmare Before Christmas.
See, Kitra loves JTT.
I wasn't into JTT.
Kitra, have you seen them? Like he popped up, like in the wild. He's not the same JTT that we.
Oh no.
Not Simba. That we remember.
I don't.
Not the teen beat heartthrob that we recall.
I think I had a thing for like older men growing up. Do you want to know who my first crush was? Oh God, no, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. It's just gonna drink my ginger ale.
See, Galen's with us. Is more Halloween-ish. Back in the Santa Claus TV show. I think we saw the first season of the Santa Claus.
I watched the whole
Santa
first
Clauses.
season. It's the Santa Clauses. I watched the whole first season. Oh God, now you guys are gonna guess
AP, recommend the ref, Dennis Leary.
They're guessing my first crush. It's so off the wall. I don't think anybody will get it.
Okay, AP says Magnum PI.
No.
Oh, Tom Selleck, the mustache.
Not the mustache, no. No. I don't have a thing for mustaches. Apparently I like Tim Allen though. Don't slip on the beans.
I like the book Skipping Christmas, but hated the movie Christmas with the Cranks. Oh, that was a Tim Allen one, wasn't it?
No. Was it?
I think so. I think he was in that one. You would know, not me. I don't know.
Apparently I'm his biggest fan. Skipping Christmas. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about
Well,
Skipping
I mean,
Christmas.
it's that Christmas with the Cranks, so.
I don't know if I watched that one or not, though. And now there's just
Jeffrey,
so many.
let us know.
Sean Connery. I'll tell you. Oh, it's so weird. No, don't.
I don't want no part of this, Dewey.
Is Mr. Rogers. I like a sensible sweater, okay? I love Mr. Rogers so much.
Because he was just so nice.
He was so nice. And he taught you good lessons. He had nice sweaters. He never wore his outside shoes inside the house. He's just a very friendly man. Whatever. Stand by it.
I'm going to let it be awkward silence for a little while. Let Sarah sit in that.
It goes laughing too hard to swallow my drink.
Okay.
Skipping Christmas was by John Grisham. Ooh.
Oh, so is it serious?
Yeah, right? Let's see. Mr. Rogers hasn't been ever been a better human being. Watching the Tom Hanks movie about him made me feel like such a piece of crap in comparison. Yeah, dude. He was like Mr. Rogers was just like one of the best people. Like he truly, truly cared. Kitra. I don't know, man. I don't know. I liked him. Who's gonna be Mosh Mr. Rogers for Orlando? Somebody, I don't know if they did it or not. There was somebody that was gonna be Mr. Roger Rogers. I think it was in San Diego. But I don't remember. I don't know if they.
Imagine that, like a little Roger with a cardigan
on
and some sneakers,
like the little
the kids.
Oh God. Memories of seeing the sequel trilogy films on visits back home during the holidays make me feel like Christmas movies to me these days. You know, that's true, because like all the sequel trilogies came out around this time.
Well, yeah, we actually started watching. Well, we didn't watch the sequels. We were watching the OGs. Put those on.
Yeah, we were watching those recently. Always. There's always some kind of Star Wars. Isn't Mr. Roger Rogers? I thought that was so good. I can't remember who. Wasn't it somebody in here? There was somebody. And they were going to do it. And I was like, I am so jacked to see this. And I never saw it. But yeah, the Santa Claus, that was like my number one growing up. Like I could recite the entire movie for you. Same with Toy Story, but that wasn't a Christmas movie. But then, like, the movies were fine. But I think I went on a kick last year when they did bring up when the Santa Clauses show came on. Like, we ended up watching all the movies.
That's the next droid, Katie. Mr. Roger Rogers.
I think having one of those droids in the house would freak me out. I don't like a life size. I don't want something that could be a person. And, like, I know that they couldn't because they're too skinny, but, like,
I think it would be cool.
If you dress them up like Mr. Rogers, I'm down. Justin's here.
Welcome.
Oh, nice. AP's getting a travel scooter. That'd be fun to decorate.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be a lot of fun. Justin, we're talking about Christmas movies and why Star Wars.
The best one. Give it to us.
Best holiday Christmas movie. Someone get Matthew Wood to sing the Mr. Rogers theme song. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. What was your go-to growing up?
It was Home Alone.
Home Alone always.
Home Alone 2, yeah. That was like the one that I just like.
Die hard.
Like I know for sure that I would watch at least once. That, every year. All the other ones, they would kind of like, come in and go,
Who here likes the Hallmark holiday movies?
Oh my gosh. So, I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
Oh, okay.
So, I had a coworker. She loved, like, she loves Christmas.
They're Lifetime movies, or are they Hallmark? I don't remember.
No, Lifetimes are the murders. Those are the.
No, but they do Christmas movies too, don't they?
I think they're more on the
Murder Christmas.
Murder Christmas. Hallmark is the, she comes back to town and.
Oh, okay.
And
like
her
Sweet
car
Home
breaks.
Alabama.
Yeah,
type.
that type of stuff. So she loves it. She loves those movies, and I came up with a premise. I was like, here's a perfect movie.
For your coworker.
For my coworker.
Okay.
Yeah, because then again, she's
right.
Looking for love and all the wrong places type of thing.
Okay. Wait, is she the star in this Christmas?
Yes, she's the star in this Christmas movie.
I'm so excited to hear this.
So the premise is like, she goes, to the small town, goes home for Christmas, but doesn't find love.
Oh.
Right.
There's no Christmas tree farms.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen.
Okay.
So she goes back to her job in the city. And by some miraculous, some snowstorm comes in, like in middle of July.
Oh.
So it's like Christmas in July.
Oh, okay.
And so then she gets trapped in like a flower shop or some setting where it's like a cutesy, and someone from that town is like there visiting, and they get trapped in there, and they're like annoyed with each other, and then they end up falling.
Jack?
I don't probably
like Jack Frost.
Yeah, something like that.
Bringing in the snowstorm, right?
So it was just funny because like I set this premise like as a joke, but then I was like, oh, but what about this? And so she would like negate it with like, no, because this, whatever. And then I'm like, okay, well, how about this? Like, we were just like
So
brainstorming a movie. And I'm like, I bet you it could work. So you heard it here first. If we see a Hallmark movie of like Christmas and it probably already has, like, you know, it's probably already happened. But if it does, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first. I don't know, man. They pump those movies out. I think they make like 20 of them a year or something or more. Let's see. We've got some quotes from Christmas Vacation. Hallmark and Lifetime movies are on my must not watch list every year. Dude, I don't remember if I was at my mom or my sister's house, and I couldn't, I was just there hanging out, and they had on like a Hallmark movie or a Lifetime movie, and it was just on in the background, but I was kind of paying attention to it, and then I was like, dang it, I kind of want to see what happens. But it was time to leave. I was like, oh, they got me. But I never know. I don't know. I don't know if she found love or not.
So, Justin saying Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation we need to watch that one.
Okay, then. Some of them, but not all of them. Hallmark.
Okay. The Star Wars Holiday Special. I only saw that for the first time last year on Dano's stream.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I remember seeing it a long time ago, and I didn't understand. Like, I didn't understand it. I was like, what is going on? Like, how is this Star Wars? But again, that was like a long time ago. And then I didn't like appreciate it for like its campiness until later in life. And now you own a red Snuggie. And now I've cosplayed as Akmina. Oh man, you saw it the first time around. Were you just as confused, Jeffrey? You're like, what is going
on? Son filled off on a tangent, quoting everything from Christmas Vacation. Oh, the Christmas movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jingle
All the Way?
Jingle All the Way.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. I need to make a list. Check it twice. Jingle All the Way. That one's really fun.
Jeffrey.
And Sinbad, that's right.
The Turbo Man.
Yeah, and the parade at the end of it.
Yeah.
Was it Jonathan Taylor Thomas? No. It's the kid from...
It's Anakin.
It is Anakin.
Yeah.
Star Wars movie. And that's how you get Star Wars to be a holiday movie. Because Anakin was in Jingle All the Way. It hasn't gotten better with age, except when I view it as a comedy.
Thanks for backing me up, Jeffrey.
Jake Lloyd. What is Jake Lloyd up to now? Is he not on the con circuit?
No.
Is he hanging out with Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
It's been rough.
Okay. Moving on.
Say less.
Say less. The other thing that we've been watching that is not at all Christmas related, and like, here's the thing. I think we went on a rant on this last time, is we have too many streaming services now. Way too many of them. And here's the problem. What did we get it for? We got Paramount Plus for something. I don't remember. It was something we wanted to watch, but they had Amazing Race, and we hadn't watched that in like years because we haven't had TV. And we just like plowed through a season in, I think we had a week trial. So we like plowed through the whole season in a week. And I forgot how much I love that show. Like, we had the week free trial, and I was like, we cannot pay for this because we have 17 streaming services, it feels like. Between, like, we've got Apple Music, like, we have all the, like, video streaming services, but then we have Apple Music and all this other stuff. But I was like, ever since, I think it was, like, over a month ago now, and I'm still like, I think I want to get Paramount Plus again just so I can catch up on all the old Amazing Races that we've missed.
There has to be someone that's like, this is the time to get this, like, okay, cancel these and get these.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing new or whatever. That way you're like you're having to do the juggle, but at least you're not having 20 at one time.
20 at one time. But then, here's the other thing. I forgot. This is the thing we've really been on a big kick on. Pitch Perfect. We watched Pitch Perfect so many times.
I don't know why.
I think it's one of our comfort movies. And so we watched it so many times that I think I was like, we need to stop watching this one. We even watched it on the plane when we went to California. And we were like, let's watch Pitch Perfect 2.
I think we've watched it so many times because it was one of those things that we could put on and it just, we don't have to pay attention to it. You just like let it play. So if you're doing stuff, it's just background.
It's a comfort. Yeah. It's like a good comfort movie. But we wanted to watch the second one. And so we sat down to watch it a few nights ago and we could not find our
you're thumbing through
streaming services. We couldn't find it.
Yeah. We found it eventually, but
yeah, like 2 days later, we're like,
Board Game says, I burned my hand really bad one year in high school, and my parents took me to see Christmas Vacation after the ER to take my mind off of it. I associated with a nice memory. See?
That is sweet.
Yeah.
I like that.
Jeffrey, I think I have 5 through Apple TV, sort of bundled, and got Max, included with HBO. Yeah. Again, I think it just like snowballs, because you're like, well, I got this one, and I got to get this one. Yeah, I need this one. You know,
like
Disney.
Disney
most
Plus.
of us probably all have Disney Plus.
So then you have Hulu, which now Hulu is in Disney Plus, but it's also still Hulu.
Because you can't get everything that's on Hulu and Disney Plus.
But then like Max, we have as a benefit of something. We got a lot. It's too many. And then like poor Prime Video is just sitting out there like, please somebody look at me.
They have a couple good things in there. It's just
we watched
their UI is so bad. I can't stand it.
Paramount, that's what it was. Paramount Plus's UI was like absolute garbage.
Theirs was bad too. It looked nice,
really bad,
but it was just like clunky feeling.
Yeah, see, Netflix, like we don't. It just depends. It just depends on the season, right? Like, we don't.
I think the funny thing on Netflix is that because before they never like promoted like, you know, ads of like what they actually have. Like Squid Game. Like we didn't know about that until like we saw it on like socials.
Like guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, so it's like you don't necessarily put it on the main board. So if I were to just open it up and look, you know, you just have my stuff that I've watched and, you know, very close to what I've watched. Yeah. Like you won't put these things on there.
Yeah.
So I think they don't do a great job of like showing what they've got.
Like new things.
New things, yeah.
You have to go looking for it, I think. Galen says, I heard Disney Plus is coming to an end and all of its contents will be put on Hulu and the price raised. We were talking about this yesterday. But the weird thing
I think
is,
it'd be
like,
the other way around, Galen. I think it'll stay Disney Plus because of the name, but it's going to be the price of Hulu, and it's just going to, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense for them beta testing having Hulu inside Disney Plus, but they're also already doing
price hikes,
and they've had ads now for a while. Last show of Amazing Race this last season also showed a cool place to do a Mosh Isley. We haven't seen the current season, like the one that was like literally just aired. We watched last year's because we were like, we only have this free trial for a week, so we want to watch a full season. Still the
best. Danny says, we need to know Steven's first crush now.
What is your first crush? Who?
Let me think.
What is your first crush?
Let me think.
Who is your first crush?
Pitch Perfect is a masterpiece. Pitch Perfect 2 is horrible. Okay, so see,
we watched it, and I think we have to
even.
I want to watch it though. It has shooting fish and barrel guy.
I don't think we need to watch it.
We need to watch it.
Keep it like pristine and just leave it like that. But you know what?
If we watch Pitch Perfect 2, then we'll appreciate Pitch Perfect 1 even more. I could believe it.
You should both do. I would love to.
I would love to do that. But I also will never like sign my life away to a reality show. And
I never say never, Sarah.
That's true. I would, if we did Amazing Race, I would, in my mind, on the couch watching Amazing Race, I could crush every single obstacle.
While you're like sitting slouched over, like, come on, you just run over there.
Yeah,
it's not
zip line. What are you doing? It's fine. It's
10 miles. I do that every
feet.
day.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I am fantastic at Amazing Race we did an Amazing Race. I think we've talked about it on here before. It was like a city one thing. So it was called Great Urban Race. I think they only ran it for a few years, and we showed up like schmuckos. We had seen it. I guess it had been a year before, and we were going to the local comic convention. And as we were going into the comic convention, as we were going into the con, we see these like groups of people running around outside. And I think I asked one of them, like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, it's like an amazing race. It's like a one-day amazing race scavenger hunt. I was like, that sounds right up our alley. We were like newlyweds at the time. And so I looked it up. I think it was going to be back like a year later. We signed up for it and did not prepare, did not train.
We did really good.
Did not do anything. It was just the two of us. And I think you could have up to like 4 or 6 people in your team. And it was just the two of us. And they give you all of these clues. And I think there were like 20 clues. It was all around downtown. You could take public transportation, but you couldn't pay for transportation. It was like back before like Lyft and Uber and all that stuff too. But like you couldn't pay for a cab or anything. But basically like you had to run everywhere.
But I think it would have because it's within the city, it would be a detriment to try to get in a taxi because they have to go one way traffic and loop around where you could just like.
But we were like busting, like running full speed through downtown. Yeah. And so it's a full day thing. You have 20 like locations you have to go to. We did stuff like you kayaked blindfolded while I sat also in the kayak and like guided you, and you had to go like up and around this like pillar and back completely blindfolded. Yeah. I held what was it? I held a big snake. Yeah. We did like hot sauce. We had to
shots of hot sauce.
We had to do shots of hot sauce. I don't even remember.
There was like a Segway thing, like a little course that you had to do.
It was really, really cool. We had to make a bed in a hotel. Was it the same time I held the snake? I feel like it was. I think
no, it was a different.
Was it a different one? But yeah, so you had to go do all these things, and then it was like the top 20 teams qualified for like the semifinals.
I'm good there, Jeffrey.
But we came in like 18th.
Yeah.
Out of like, what was it, 300 teams or something?
Yeah. We did good.
We did really good.
For like not having any, and like a lot of the teams at the front were like professional, professional like teams. Like they put,
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm good at stick shift. One of my cars was, growing up was stick shift. Mm-hmm. It was funny because Sarah was like, yeah, you're going to have to drive because that's like the only obstacle that I feel that I'm tapping out.
That's not the only obstacle. That's one of many. But that's one I definitely cannot do because you've tried to teach me stick shift before, and
it's easy, simple.
No, not for me. We did have to do hospital corners on the bed. It was.
You had to like tuck it.
Yeah, you had to do the folds and everything. Yeah, it was interesting. That was fun. That was a long time ago. But then they shut it down, so we didn't go do the semifinals because one, I don't think we took it very seriously. We were like, let's just go have fun for a day. And then we crushed it.
That was like in Vegas type of thing. So they took like the top 25 teams or whatever.
Yeah.
So you got to pay your way over there.
Yeah, you had to pay your way over there. We were newlyweds. We didn't have the kind of money to do that. And so we were like, okay, that was fun. Thanks for the invite. But then they like closed down a couple years after. So that was a bummer. Jeffrey Clinard used to be a writer for a reality TV website. That's interesting. Hey, Jacob, welcome. But yeah, we love all that stuff. We love a scavenger hunt. We love an escape room. I think that's why we like Star Cruiser so much, because it kind of felt like...
Yeah. It was like, what's next? What's next? How do you figure it out?
Give us all the clues. Tell us what we're supposed to be doing.
So.
First crush, Linda Carter.
See, I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to think of like who my first crush was.
Have you been thinking about it
I
this
have
whole
been
time?
thinking it, yeah. So I don't know if you've noticed my bewildered look. I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
I don't know who your childhood crush is.
Yeah.
I know who your like teenage crush was.
Yeah, it's like for the longest time, I think my biggest crush was Anne Hathaway.
Yep.
But I can't think of before that who was.
It'll come to you.
Yeah. I mean, Princess Leia was up there, so.
Right? Like.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi.
You're boring. Have more embarrassing crushes, please. Ask Justin about the Wonder Woman doll. Oh. Like, is the doll in the room with you right now? My mom met and escorted Linda Carter through DFW Airport. My mom didn't like how she responded to the children coming up to her. Oh. Star Cruiser or Star Wars.
Oh, that'd be cool, AP.
That would be wonderful. Batgirl. Which Batgirl, though? Like
Alicia Silverstone?
Alicia Silverstone or Anne Hathaway? She was Batwoman, wasn't she? No, she was Batgirl. She was Selena Kyle.
Was a Catwoman.
Catwoman, that's what it was.
So.
They rhyme. It sounds the same.
Bat.
Cat, bat, whatever. Voice actor. Oh, okay, like animated. That's cool. That's super cool. Oh. Justin asked for the Wonder Woman doll for Christmas. That's cute.
AP just
AP's coming for Justin today.
Oh, I think, did you watch it with me? The movie that AP's talking about?
No.
I'm trying to think of who was in it, but it was like, I don't think it was Pedro Pascal. It was another.
What? You watched this without me?
It was another guy.
Another guy.
That was very like, you know, the Hispanic guy, Hispanic looking guy. So.
What was it about? Was it the Wonder Woman one?
There was a movie about Linda Carter.
Okay.
It was about a bondage and the other woman in a fantasy.
No. Yeah. That was,
okay, so there you go.
No, he said that was I thought you said that was a documentary. Yes, that was. It was like a throuple, right?
Yeah.
And it was like during the 50s. That's it. Dr. Marston and the Wonder Woman. With Luke Evans. It was Gaston.
That's who it was.
That's who it was. That was a good movie. I really like that one.
Oh my gosh.
It's like Little John. I was thinking about Chandra Paul.
That you learned today.
Get this. We watched this. You sent me this reel today that like Sean Paul in all of the songs where he says Sean DePaul wasn't saying Sean DePaul. He was saying.
He wasn't saying Sean the Paul.
Well, he wasn't saying Sean the Paul or Sean DePaul. He was saying Chandra Paul, which was a cricket player that was really famous and on TV all the time. And so I guess whoever was in the recording studio with him, like, made a joke and I was like, all right, Chandra Paul, get on here. And so he just started saying it like as a joke. And I was like, why would you do that? It was so weird. It was a very random. It's stuck with me for however, was it today, yesterday we heard this?
Oh, Jacob met who played the bellhop in Sweet Life, Zach and Cody.
I don't remember who that.
Esteban, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Esteban, but I don't remember
the actor's name.
The actor. Ooh, that's fun. Are we just doing celebrity encounters now? Do I have any? I don't think I have any celebrity encounters. I'm very boring when it comes to celebrities.
I remember when we went to New York, it was the guy from Lost. He was on the subway.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, hey.
We're like, oh, that's the dude from Lost. It was the I don't remember the guy's name. It was like later in the series.
Yeah. That's true, AP.
That is true. Yeah, I got nothing when it comes to celebrities. I know Nick from Bayside. I know Adam from Story of the Year. That's about it.
Ryan from
from Yellow Card. New Papa Ryan.
Oh, yeah. Congrats to him.
Baby. I think 2 days ago. Look at that. I like the way AP thinks. We're all Star Wars canon, which makes us celebrities now, too. I like that.
Wait, Jacob's coming in with the facts.
Yeah.
Any fun animal. His mom wrestled a wild deer in Japan. On purpose or on accident?
Right? Ickney Bob says celebs are just people. Some are cool, some are blah. That's very true. Very, very true. I mean, we've met some like Star Cruiser actors and stuff, but it's never been like one like weird like in the wild like, oh hey, you're so and so.
Yeah.
To get the hot Cheetos from. What is this story?
There's a turn every.
I like it. I like it a lot. Remember these words. I'm canon. AP says maybe we can get some of the MegaCon celebrities to come to Mosh Eyes. Like it wouldn't surprise me if we had some of them coming out to Mosh.
If they're going, because it's going to be the time of productions being back going. So
yeah, I did see the actress that plays Morgan Elsbeth is going to be there. So I'm assuming like that whole crew will be there. AP says, I'm surprised Mosh Isley tickets are still available. This is going to be our biggest Mosh Isley yet. Like this, by a lot.
Yeah.
Like it is a very big venue. We can hold a lot of people in there. So that's why it hasn't sold out yet, but it'll pick up as we get closer, it's coming up. We're like 6 weeks away from Mosh. So I hope you got your costumes ready. I have not started on mine.
Yeah, we got
I think I've changed my mind again.
Plenty of
time. We got a whole month before I need to start. Well, I got like 3 weeks before I need to start stressing because I'm out the whole week before Mosh. So I guess I need to maybe either extra stress and just get it done in a week. We'll see.
Oh, so half the cast of Lost at stores. We're at kids' school during the series when. But yeah, I think they lived over there, right?
Yeah.
So that was home for a little while.
You're like Peter and Kitra living in Hawaii now. Hello, are y'all still in here? I don't know if Peter and Kitra are still here.
How was Thanksgiving? It was good, Jacob.
Thanksgiving was good.
A little turkey.
Your turkey was amazing.
Thank you.
You always cook a good turkey.
December has been kind of busy.
It's a good way to put it. We finally got our Christmas tree up though, which was I think this was like the latest we've ever put up our tree. Like and it took all day. Like it was a process. Like we have to move furniture around and it's a lot. It took us, and then we have kids. It just took us a long time.
So board game. I stayed low level friends with Dana after we sat together at a film festival. Oh, that's cool.
Deanna, she's really sweet. Yeah, you
need a nice cardigan, tennis shoes.
Done. That's all you need. Do you have a costume planned?
Not yet.
No.
Yeah, and don't feel bad, Galen. Do not feel bad because you spend the whole day putting up the Christmas tree, and the kids are like, "Oh, that's cool. Let me get my iPad."
Dude, we made like such a spectacle.
I am AP. I am, and it's coming up soon, so I'm just getting older.
You're getting older regardless of the day, though. I think that's the thing to keep in mind. Like tomorrow you'll be one day older than you were today.
That's true.
And the next day and the next day and the next day.
So, Jacob, fun fact, Disney cat named Figaro.
That's cute.
Justin, best actor in the Wild story we have is Sacha Baron Cohen. Was he in character or was it just Sacha walking around?
Just living his life. Oh, that's fun. I 3D printed a ton of sci-fi ornaments for my tiny tree. I like that.
That's the right mindset, Galen.
Yep.
I don't got my dad to worry about.
Yep. That's the right thing to focus on for the holidays. Your family.
AP.
It's just another day. It's just another day older. Although I forgot how old I was today, and I realized I'm a year older than I've been thinking I was for a little while now. I was like, oh man, that's kind of cruel.
See, we got a bunch of December babies.
Seriously?
Jeffrey, I don't have decoration. Seems like too much work for me. Besides, I have a cat. Yeah, the cat would knock everything over.
Yeah, we put up the tree at my mom's over the weekend, like it was all hands on deck, and they were like, "Oh, she's got a cat now. Make sure you secure all those ornaments on there." I was like, "Oh man," like we secure ours just because, but the kids don't like. The kids don't really mess with the ornaments anymore. We definitely have clusters of ornaments wherever the kids.
Like when they
the
decorate.
funny thing was like. When you think about like the kids decorating the Christmas tree, it's usually like all around the bottom of the tree, like wherever they can reach. But when you have ladders out, all the kids want to do is stand on the ladder and put ornaments. So we had like 2 very concentrated areas of ornaments.
Justin walking around, but completely paying a bit on me. Naomi thought I was a moron, as I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, there's a ton of December babies in here. Let's see, were y'all spring break? What was 9 months before? Like spring break, Easter babies?
That's all the December babies here.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
If it just happened, or if it's about to happen, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We will, if we were going to give you a gift, it would not be a Christmas wrapping paper.
I'll drink one for you.
Your cream soda?
No, like when it's my birthday, I'll be drinking and I'll drink one for you.
There you go. Happy unbirthday to everyone else. Look at that. There's a ton of December birthdays. Do you just like attract, what are you, a Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Do you attract, are you a Sagittarius? I have no idea.
I think they tried to change it for a little while. They tried to put in another one, but I was still Sagittarius.
Or they tried to shift them, I think.
Yeah.
What are the traits of a Sagittarius? Okay, there's a bunch of Sagittarius in here. Like, what are the traits? What do I need to be on the lookout for?
I don't pay attention to that, but...
I don't pay attention to it either. I forgot you were a Sagittarius. I knew it was something with an S. Could have been a Scorpio.
Nah.
No. How do you know? You don't even know what any of them are.
Well, I know that I'm a Sagittarius.
Look at that. More birthdays coming in. There's something here. I am very intrigued by this. Like, do we attract Sagittariuses? as we're half Sagittarius on this podcast. Is
Maybe.
it me as a Libra, like
that attracts Sagittariuses?
That attracts Sagittarius. Is it Sagittariuses?
Sagittarii.
I don't know what is the plural of that. Yeah, Naomi and I are both Libras. Wait a second. Me and Naomi are Libras, and you and Justin are Sagittarius. This all makes sense. Goodness, this is...
Oof, Galen, that's
not good. That's always been a terrible name for a star sign.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Justin's a Capricorn.
So we got more Decembers here.
The last Capricorn. Wait. I don't know how star signs work. Never mind. I don't know how calendars work. I was about to say, like, doesn't that mean that... Like,
no, it's different than the calendars.
Oh, okay.
Jeffrey.
See, I'm a Libra, and I think the only thing I know about Libras is that, like, we don't like making decisions. Like, we're very undecisive. Is it true?
I guess so.
Capricorns unite. Oh, here's what the house seems
no,
better.
see, Dad loves Dads Love Disney is
Your cusp.
on
You're
that.
on the cusp.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. Does that mean that you can have traits
So
from either?
were they going to move you when they had like that whole campaign of putting another sign in?
I wasn't on the... Yeah, I wasn't. I was firmly a Libra. But, like, what does that really even mean? Like, what... Here's our thing with, like, zodiacs and why we've never really subscribed to it is, like, there's just enough truth in it. Like, everybody could say they're indecisive, right? Like, I don't like to lean on that as a crutch. Like, oh, I'm a Libra. I can't make decisions. It's like, you can.
But I think
just, like, relying
I think
on
the
that.
part that kind of gets you is when there's something that it does... It clicks and you're kind of like, oh, wait, is it true? That, like, does it count? Because, like, there is a characteristic that you have that you know of, and you're kind of like, ooh, that kind of is very fitting.
Yeah, but I think they make them generic enough that, like, anybody can see themselves in each of them. And that's where, like, that's where it gets me is, like, you've got the zodiacs, which are basically, like, a month, right? But then you also have, like, the Chinese
Zodiacs.
like, year, like the zodiacs, which is, like, an entire year, which is supposed to determine. So, like, everybody born in that year has similar things in common. Plus, like, the month that you were born in also has things in common, or the stars that you were born under. And then also, like, the time in the lunar cycle is supposed to also dictate. Like, how is... It's all very woo-woo to me. It's very woo-woo. There was a filter on TikTok, and it was like, you typed in your birthday and your partner's birthday.
Oh, the moons?
The moons. And so it was like whatever the moon cycle was for, like, the day you were born and the day your partner was born, like, it's supposed to complete each other, and then it's in true love. But, like, yours and mine were, like, the same.
They just overlapped.
Yeah. Like, I think, like, yours was a little fuller than mine, or, like, vice versa. But, like, it was like this, and it just went boop. And it was like, oh, we're still just an incomplete moon. Together, we're still not a whole moon. I was like, so what does that mean?
I don't know.
This has gone off the rails. It has. We didn't have anything
that'd
major
be cool
to talk about today.
Just enter the world between worlds. Have that be some kind of your entryway. You have to go to the right portal for your sign.
Oh, God. You have to know your constellation.
Yeah.
To, like, be... I don't know. What's yours?
I don't know.
I don't know mine.
That'd be a journey that I have to find.
No phones allowed.
No. No, it'd be one of those, like, open book. Like, there's phones allowed, but if you make the wrong decision, you can never get in.
Oh, my God. And then you have to trust what's on the internet as fact.
Yeah. So...
May the stars light your way. Yeah, none of that stuff has ever, like, made sense to me. Like tarot readings and all that stuff. Like, it's fun. I think they're fun. Like, people are in tune to, like, what the vibes that people are putting out. But I do believe in ghosts.
Okay.
That's totally different.
Okay.
That's totally different.
It is. It's so different.
Is it not?
Yeah, it's...
We won't get into... We'll wait until next spooky season to talk about ghosts and whether or not they're real. Gay Lynn knows her constellation and where to find it. I know my favorite constellation and where to find it.
Is it...
I have freckles in the shape of the Little Dipper on my forearm. If I go like this, it's got the 4 and then the arm goes up. See? People believe in ghosts here. That's different than, like... It's a completely different thing. I don't know how to phrase it properly, but it's a completely different thing.
I guess so.
One of them is about personalities and, like, when you were born, determining who you are as a person. And the other one's just about dead people.
But what if it is?
What if it's real?
Yeah.
I mean, then it's real. Then we have no free will.
See, Jacob's grandmother's house is haunted, so there you go.
Do you really have the same thing? Yeah, I've got, like, the Little Dipper.
Well, talking about that, like, isn't there, like, the TikTok of, like, every guy has
but
that
then
mole
it's like,
on your arm?
But then it's like every girl has it on this arm. But you have it there too.
That's just where we were cloned from.
But then there's also like the
That's
arm creases and stuff. Naomi, I think ghosts are real, but I tell Jack they're not, so he doesn't get scared.
Jacob, that's an imaginary friend. Speaking of imaginary friends, there's a new
let's
movie
talk
by
about
John
imaginary
Krasinski. It sounds like a commercial, doesn't it? Speaking of imaginary
and now
friends.
to this live stream sponsor. Okay, so we were watching YouTube earlier, and this trailer popped up, and it had Ryan Reynolds in it. And I was like, I have never heard about this movie at all. And then this trailer dropped, and it's called If, and it stands for Imaginary Friends. And it was the most delightful little trailer. It is like a completely new to me story and concept.
Well, so I don't know the premise of the movie.
I mean, based off
but there used to be a show on Cartoon Network that fosters
Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids. But
that's where all the imaginary friends would go because they didn't have kids anymore.
What if this is like part of that though?
I don't know.
It was super cute. It was like if imaginary friends were real.
So Big D's gonna haunt a mansion.
Like in the last room instead of the hitchhiking ghosts. It's just you in there like hanging over the doom buggy.
Like, so where are we going?
What's up, y'all? Trying to get Paul to do a Star Cruiser tattoo. That would be fun. I can't do it. I can't get a tattoo.
Yeah.
I can't. It's my indecisiveness as a Libra.
I don't know.
That's true. I don't know. I'm so pale. I think like we all talked like a friend group of ours. We talked about getting Star Cruiser tattoos, and we were talking about it right after the May 4th voyage, and then like right before the closure announcement, and even after the closure announcement, we're like, we're still doing it. Everybody was on board, and I'm just sitting over there like quiet in the chat, like, don't call on me, don't call on me, don't call on me. But then
I'm gonna get a whole.
Can't see your arm.
Yeah.
But then I had a dream that night, like one night that we were talking about it heavily, where I got a tattoo and like it was totally wrong and it was awful and like they'd messed it up like big time, and I'm like, oh, I just have like a really bad tattoo on my body now for the rest of my life. This is great. And so I was like, okay, that confirms that I don't need a tattoo. They're scary to me. When you're indecisive, the worst thing you can do is like I do not like writing in the margins of my notebooks. I don't even like writing on the first page of a notebook because I need it to look nice and clean. Like, I can't do it. I love tattoos. I appreciate them on other people, but on me, nope. Yeah. You get all the tattoos you want. I will be there to root you on and pick them for you.
Be the inspiration for them.
Aww. Watch the tattoo artist for several hours before you let them touch you. Yeah, I could handle the pain or whatever it is. It's just
you
like,
think?
Yeah, I could. I've had 2 kids. So what?
Okay.
So what? I could do it. I could get a tattoo. I could get a tattoo, but I can't get a tattoo.
Choose not to.
I choose not to. Paul is the best. Get a Boss Nasty tattoo. Your first tattoo in a long time, and you're going to get Boss Nass.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hurts less than a paper cut. See? I still won't do it. But we've been going for a while.
Yeah. I think we made it.
This is a very random stream.
Katie needs personalized temporary tattoos. That's what you need.
I'd be down for that. There is a company that's like temporary tattoos, but they last for like a couple years and then fade. And I was like, oh, that would be cool. I'm like, I think a couple years.
I think you would want it
long.
like crisp though.
But you want it crisp and it's going to fade over time.
Yeah.
So then like after the first 6 months or a year, you're just kind of like, well, now what do I do? Like it's a really cool idea. It's just like, nah. I've had one of my tattoos for 12 years now, and there's still some days where I'm like, oh my God, that's permanent.
Yeah, I think that's the crazy part is like when you forget about it, you're like, oh, what is that? Oh.
See, if you can create multiple humans, you can definitely handle tattoos. I could do it.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself. You know what? I can say it all I want. I'll never know. All right. I think
it is time
to wrap
up. It is time. Thank you. Like I said, we may have another live by the end of the year. I want to try this stuff out. I want to try to figure it out so that way we have it like perfect for the new year.
It's going to look different though.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we're doing our job right, it will not still look like this in 2 weeks.
I'm hoping. So, thank you all for coming and hang out.
Don't forget to sign up. This is the last.
Do it. Go do the Roosevelt stuff.
The last giveaway. I think we're ending it here in like an hour and a half. So go get your compliments in. Go share. Go follow. Go do all the things, and then that's it. We'll be announcing the winner tomorrow. All right. Thank you all. Happy holidays and.